guys, welcome back to the Pushed Envelope TV. I am here with an update video about New York City. I'm sitting here with a lot of my boxes and a very messy common area in my apartment right now, partly because I'm packing, partly because I'm shooting a few videos today. I just wanted to come and give an update. I mentioned in one of my videos before, and if you've been following me on my other social media outlets, you know that I'm moving back to Florida. So I've been in New York for about 3.5 years, roughly. I moved here wanting to get out of South Florida primarily, but also wanting to follow my dreams of acting, especially theater acting, and wanting to get in classes and audition and get great work and of course become successful and famous and very wealthy and have great work in the acting industry. And I was very prepared to work, but things don't always go as you plan. I left Florida 3 months after I graduated from undergrad. And I kind of given myself that timeline. I was like, I want to get out of Florida, I want to get out of Florida. And then about a year before I left, I quit 2 jobs, neither of which I hated, but I needed to clear out my schedule to make sure that I could take a class that was only available in the spring semester and graduate at the time I wanted to graduate. I made sure I finished my last semester of college when I wanted to, and I took a small vacation after that. Before I left, I had a job down in Florida. I worked for AT&T for a little bit before I left. Then I moved to New York City. So 3 years later, I've only done a small amount of acting work. I mean, acting work does not come very consistently. Most actors know, even if you're getting good work, there's usually going to be gaps in between stuff that you're doing. I personally had to stop auditioning as much in order to get footing as an adult. If you've watched my series Adulting, then you know that there's still some things that I'm working out as I become an official adult. So I just took the time and started working more to give myself better footing. And after a string of pretty bad living situations, I even felt uncomfortable filming and working on my YouTube channel and my space. And I feel like I was spending too much time working and not enough time on creative stuff that I wanted to pursue. So I also have a nephew that'll be 1 tomorrow. And I want to spend some time with my family, so I'm going back to Florida. I don't really like that it's hot all year round, or that we don't have a great change of seasons like we do here in New York City. And I would much rather not need a car or have to worry about transportation, even though MTA is not always great. I want to spend some time with my family. I want to take some time to film more often and be more comfortable in my space, and be able to film and edit and hang out and do whatever I feel like I should be able to do where I live, while I don't have that comfort here. So yeah, I'm going back to Florida. Hopefully I'll be back to New York within a year or so, or somewhere else, Chicago, or probably not LA, but somewhere where acting has a brighter outlook for me than South Florida. And yeah, to just take a break from New York and get better footing. I want very basic things. I want to be able to have health care and see my family on the holidays and have a decent amount of savings and be able to audition and not have to work all the time, because I'm always on the brink of like, I may be able to pay these bills, I may not be able to pay these bills. And while I'm proud of myself for coming as far as I've come, I just feel like I don't feel secure here, and I don't like my roommates, I don't like my living situation, and spending a lot of time out in the world where I'm forced to interact with people. I work in a restaurant. It's not always bad, but when all of your interaction is ingenuine because these people are here as part of a business, they're not my friends, they're not my family, this is the interaction I'm getting every day. I don't have somewhere to go home and regroup and feel better. At work, I'm with people that I don't know besides my coworkers who I have a really great time with, and I'm very appreciative for. But coming back home and not having a positive relationship to kind of recharge me, whether it be a companion that I'm dating or a friend that I'm living with or a family member. So yeah, all of my friends live with their families. I don't have very many friends that are like living the same lifestyle as me, if you will, as far as being independent and going to work, wanting to balance artistry and work, and also in doing that having to pay all the bills and not being able to live with family here in the city or nearby in the city. So I'm going to move home, much like my friends have done, but my family lives in Florida, so that's where I'm gonna be. I want to thank everybody who's like watched any of my videos from since I was doing scandal recaps to now, seeing me move from Florida to New York, now back to Florida. Hopefully you'll be here when I move back to New York. And yeah, I have some better things coming for when I'm in Florida as far as more content is concerned, and some different videos. Definitely gonna see some different sites being back in Florida, and hopefully I'll get out and be able to share that with you guys.